So I'm having a chat with Fox of Grand Magus. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how
Good.
are you?
Not too bad. Thanks so much. So we've been playing a new single of yours called "The Wheel of Pain." Tell us about the single.
The second one, yeah. Uh, yeah, it's the second single from the soon soon to be released album. Yeah, Wheel of Pain. Think kind of a catchy riff, and what can I say more about it? Wheel of Pain. It can be a lot of things, but you've seen a Wheel of Pain in the Conan movie, Conan the Barbarian, and your life can be like a wheel of pain. And yeah, it's you can add that word to different stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And
And,
that's
yeah,
coming off your new record, Sun Raven. It's out in a week and a half's time. What can we expect to hear on the record?
heavy metal. uh, uh, some uh, yeah, a bunch of different songs. uh, it's still heavy metal. It's still Grand Magus. We have our sound. We are not. It's nothing. Nothing has really changed a lot. But before the recordings, we listened to old stuff that we've done before. And we realized that some of it was quite good. So maybe it's like what do you call when you look back to earlier stuff and adopt it to the news to a new album. It's sometimes it's more riffing than it was in the beginning, like on Iron Will, and then just uh, you know songs with vocals all over it and blah blah blah. It's you can more groove to it.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And the sound that you made with this record, was it the sound you wanted to make, or is it simply how it turned out?
Uh we choose to work with the same guy as with Wolf God, the previous album, because we liked the way he works, Staffan, and we do like this. We prepare the songs uh, quite. What do you say? We prepare the songs we want to record, so we can rehearse them before we go to studio. Some bands they take 30 ideas and then they go to the studio and they try them. We have already tried them before we go there, so we can start to record immediately and we can record it together. So that's why we use a quite big studio room, where you record the tracks, and you can use the rhythm guitar, the bass, and the drums all together. And we play and we use no click tracks.
Hmm.
So it's we try to make it old school, the way they did when they knew how to play.
Yeah. Yeah, and 10 records in now. How has the band, how has the music evolved over the years?
uh we've started with Doom. then we then we learned how to play. We played fire, and now we are in between. I think. Yeah, it's been a. But if you listen to even if you listen to old albums, we usually had some faster tracks as well. And even if you listen to newer albums, we have the doom element somewhere. So it's pretty much the same, I would think. I would say, yeah.
Yeah, 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 fair enough. And when it comes to the writing side of things, how do tracks normally start off for you guys?
We are not the band that we are not interested in technical stuff. We don't know how to work, so we don't send files to each other and then have our home studios and then send it back and blah blah blah. We actually have, if someone has a riff or an idea, we bring it to the rehearsal room, rehearsal space, and we try it all together. And then you can immediately see if it works or not. If it's if it's catchy or if yeah, if you get a vibe. So we usually make the music together, and then JB writes all the lyrics and makes the melodies for the vocals.
Yeah, yeah,
That
nice.
that's how we do it.
Yeah, excellent. And I'm sure you'll be wanting to play these tracks live. What's your plan for doing some shows? Because I know you got some over here.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's the thing when you work the way we do, when you try riffs together, and if we like them, if we think they're working, that's that makes them possible to play live. You could play almost any track from the album. We won't do it. We don't have time for it. But we could use a lot of different tracks. But we will. I think for the tour, yeah, we'll talk about that later. We will tour with Open, and we don't have. We have less than an hour, so but a couple of songs, of course, will be in the set. But then people want to hear Hammer of the North and maybe I the Jury, so we have a bit of a problem when you have released 10 albums and have 45 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And aside from those Opeth shows in February into March next year, you've got a Netherlands show as well next year and Metal Hammer Paradise, but nothing else in the diary as of yet. When are you going to be doing some of your own shows?
No, we're just gonna have like a release party, but that will not be like a concert, but that's in next weekend in Gothenburg. But you're happy to come, but it will not be like a full set concert. We will play the 3 new singles and some other greatest hits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously you'll be wanting to promote the album as well. So are you going to be doing your own tour next year across Europe here as well?
We'll see. Maybe not a whole tour, but the thing was, 5 years ago when we were out playing and we played in UK and Scotland and Ireland, and then the pandemic struck, so we had to go home. We had Germany left and a lot of gigs. We have just made half of the tour. So of course it would be good to make that kind of tour, but I think it's been harder and harder to do these club tours because people are not attending live gigs the way they used to do, and I don't think it's not maybe not just due to the pandemic, but there's something happened, I think. So it's hard to calculate your own tour because you don't. For us, we have to take time off from work and we don't want to pay to go on the road. Maybe we at least go break even.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Is there anywhere that you've not been to yet that you do want to go and play at some point?
Countries.
Hmm?
Wow, yeah, a lot of them. I haven't been to Australia. That would be great. And why not New Zealand when you're there?
Yeah.
And I haven't been to Japan, and that would be great. Ludwig and JB, they have been there with Spiritual Beggars a couple of times, but I have never been there. So it would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Fox, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
No worries.